pretty early today. I'm late today. I'm late. I always, like, at 12:30, I'm always like, okay, I'll start streaming in 30 minutes. I get lunch, and I, like, you know, get myself prepared for streaming, and then by the time I'm looking at the clock again, it's always, like, 1:30, and I'm like, wait, what? Where did the time go? Also, I just, like... almost died right there. Wait, the errands have acknowledged Whistlefrost? Is this, like, real, or, like, is this just, like, queer baiting that Warriors loves to do? Yeah, alright. I sleep still then, Aven. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure they said that. I'm sure they'll never mention it ever again. They love to do that. Been here for 20 years and they keep doing that. They did that with Barley, Ravenpaw, Jake, and Tallstar. They do that with everyone. They'll, like, mention it on a forum and they'll be like, well, when I was writing it, I always thought that that was the case. And then nothing ever happened. It's like, okay, that's supposed to satiate you. Yeah, the chat changes colors like every stream. Everyone has different... oh, wow, everyone has a different color on their name. Look at that. That's cute. Is it like... I mean, I thought that was a moth leaf. Leaf moth. Moth pool. So, in between... Lovely, you are a neon green. I can't change the color. If this was Twitch, we could change our colors, but we're not on Twitch. YouTube's boring. It would be banned in the Middle East. Saturn. At least that's always their excuse, yes. Warriors get sold in countries where they would not be able to sell in anymore if anything official happened. That's their excuse. Saturn, you're green. Are people changing their colors every single... No, they're not, because Avon's still that yellow-green, and Noah's that yellow. Make Frost a male. I don't really think that they change... They're not that, Our aura colors. Wait, what color am I? Hold on. I want to see what color I am today. Oh, I'm orange. Oh, I'm orange. Rigged. The classic orange for me. So I've changed up a little bit of this. No, orange is my favorite color. I like green and orange. I like all colors though. I don't really have a favorite, but I like orange a lot. I've added Strike Stone. I added Strike Stone and I removed Blossom. I also kind of want to add want to add Lion, but I just, man, something is like keeping me away from it. I also kind of want to add Snappaw. Because Flypaw and Snappaw are Finn and Twig's apprentices, and they actually have a decent amount of character in the last book. I think we're gonna add Snap and remove someone else. Snap would go after Sleek. Who should we remove, though? We have to remove somebody that's got a little tiny name. Maybe Icewing? I think I'll remove Icewing. He doesn't really do anything in this arc. Kestrel has a pretty big presence in A Vision of Shadows. Yeah, Icewing will be in the next 2 arcs. So she'll be in the Broken Code arc, and she'll be in the Starless Clan arc. The other person I was thinking of removing is Gray Stripe. No, we're keeping Fernsong, because I love Fernsong, yeah. Like Anoa. That's why we added Strikestone. I've, like, become extremely attached to Strikestone within the last, like, 3 days. Fernsong staying. I love him. He's also a pretty major minor character. He goes on a couple of quests with Twigpaw and Ivypool. He has a decent presence in the books. It's kind of the same reason Larksong's on here. Larksong has a decent presence in Alderheart's point of views, since he's padding after Spark. Graysharp will be in the next one for sure, but anyone else that I want to add on this, I think would be also in the next one. My Fernsong design. Right there. He resembles his grandpa. He looks like Bracken. Yeah. So those are my 2 changes for today. We added Snappaw and we added Strikestone. Hairstar does a lot. He does... Honestly, his biggest scene ever in any book ever is in Thunder and Shadow, when he convinces Kestrelflight to let Puddleshine take the Lungwort from Wing Clan territory against his leader's wishes. So Hairstar, there's also, he's a new leader, and new leaders always get in. I don't think that there's ever been a time where a new leader that happened in the arc didn't get in the poster. That's always like a huge plot point. Hey, Ray. Fuzzball? Yeah. I think we'll go with that today. I'm starting to feel a lot more confident in the choices. So right now, somebody wanted Plum Willow. Part of me feels like I should probably read Hawkwing's Journey and Tigerheart's Shadow. And, like, see if there's any characters in that book that would be good in this poster. I mean, I've read them, Saturn. I just have to reread them. Somebody wants Plum Willow because she's like she's a pretty major character in Hawkwing's Journey. Plumstone? No. Plumstone, unfortunately, I don't think will ever be in a poster. She might be in Changing Skies if she suddenly becomes, like, a plot relevant. Yeah, well, I have one of her kits. Finleap is in this. And I have her husband, Sandy Nose. I like Tigerclaw. I like Tigerheart's Shadow. I like that book. Hawkwine's Journey, I would rate as like a mid-tier super edition. I honestly think I've read Hawkwine's Journey twice, and the second time I read it, I didn't realize that I had already read the book until like halfway through, and I was like, wait, I think I already read this book once. I like assumed I had never read it. I like Tiger Heart Shadow, but I don't think I'd be able to add any of the Guardian cats. I would have to add like realistically, the only cats that I think I would add to the poster from Tiger Heart Shadow would be Shadow Clan cats. Yeah, Cindy Nose is kind of awkward. I don't really have a feel for him. I need to redesign him completely. So if you guys pick Cindy Nose today, we are going to be redesigning him. Yeah, I like Fierce too, and I'm sure she would be welcome in the poster, but also people who have just read A Vision of Shadows would be like, who's Fierce? I don't remember them. The only one that Sandy knows might come back. Yeah, so I think I would replace, realistically, if I had to replace somebody for Plum Willow, I would replace Reed Whisker. So we won't be adding Reed Whisker to this we won't be doing Reed Whisker today. Well, I mean, we could, and then I would just use his exact poster thing for Starless Clan. I would just, like, repurpose it. Cherryfall. Yeah. Cherryfall's an interesting character to me because she kind of does, like, a whole 180, and her and Sparkpelt become kind of, like, Karen-coded. Not Karen-coded, but they become kind of bees at the end of, like, in the last half of Vision of Shadows. Like, they're both very upbeat, positive, and energetic cats, and then when SkyClan comes, they're both like, we hate SkyClan. And I'm like, wait, what? Okay, anyway. So yes, we have removed Blossom Fall. Actually, I'm just gonna... And... Who else did I add? Snappaw, okay. Cherryfall would be here. Anyway. There. Okay. I'll be fixing this as we go. This poster is very much in a whip. I know, Catverse, they're on different colors today. I don't know. Maybe my Streamlabs updated because it used to not... it used to not be like that, but now it's like treating YouTube chat like a Twitch chat where everyone gets to be different colors. I might... Well, I'm worried to actually edit the chat box thing, because then it might make everyone different again, or make everyone the same again. Okay. So, I'm gonna keep this up today, because this will help me with the actual list. You should replace Alderheart with Applesart. She's such a major character. Does she canonly dies in the Omen of the Stars books, right? Like, she canonly dies in the last battle. Last Hope, right? That's so sad. I need to redraw her. We'll have it. We'll have a revisit on Apple for. I like want to revisit a lot of minor characters from Omen of the Stars because a lot of them I kind of just like. Okay, so Pine Nose was one of them. Willow Shine I revisited. Emberfoot is like uninspiring. Podlight I need to revisit anyway because he actually has a personality now. Crowfrost we revisited. Yeah, see, like this was the old Pine Nose. Like a lot of A Vision of Shadows characters that I've been revisiting actually appear in Omen of the Stars. Sneeze Cloud I like him. I probably would just like refine him a little bit. Lilyheart I really like. Seedpaw, Mouse, Cherryfall, and Molewhisker I already revisited. Pebblefoot I need to revisit. This is like an impossible design to animate. So I use my speckle tool. I haven't drawn anyone yet. We're still pulling in. Hold on one second. I have a hoodie on and it's becoming hot in this room. I do post. I post on Twitter and Tumblr. Honestly, I don't think I was intending these to be like animatable when I was going through the whole books. I wanted to like Scorchfur revisited. I kind of just wanted them. Some of them I just wanted to make like a whole unique thing. Some of them were such minor characters. Like I hate, what is this? This is just a cat with a dot on her nose. Starling Wing I like. I had canon Starling Wing being Pine Nose's brother. But this is also not animatable. Like I wasn't thinking about it. In 2020 I was like, I'm never gonna be animating half of these cats, so I'll just make them look cool. And now I'm like, I'm back on the animation train. Not that I have any ideas for like A Vision of Shadows animated or anything. Okay, let's actually start the pools. Anyway, Chai, if you look in the description of this live, you can see, you can see my Tumblr blog. It's called Warriors Project. It has a lot of links to like other places that I post. I'd say the most active I am, other than my live streams, is the Warriors Project blog and Nifty-Senpai Tumblr. Twitter, I usually just post finished illustrations. I don't do like live edits or like whip edits or anything. Okay. So, we ended with Sandstorm. Sandstorm is 46. So we'll start with this row. Everyone in this row is gonna stay. So let's get the random number generator up. Fuzzball is right next to Jay. That's so funny. Jay Feather's like so done in A Vision of Shadows. Okay. One is next cat. One is Scorch. I don't think any of these characters are gonna get redesigns. So we don't have to worry about that. 5 is Squirrel. Two is Shadowcat. And 3 is Sleek. Those are your choices for today. Not for today. For the next 30 minutes. Shadowkit winning like he should be. I appreciate it. Also, hello, Dia. Mod in chat. Oh, it's okay, Dia. We literally just started. I just spent the last 20 minutes just talking about... I added 2 people and removed 2 people from the poster. Am I the only one that calls the cats people? I think I always refer to them as people. The cat saying guys. How do they usually like refer to a whole group? I'm pretty sure they say guys. Like, you guys go this way and we'll go this way. Yeah, you just have to like control F like people in person and all that stuff before you post it and then say replace this word with this word. I don't know. I guess they don't say guy. But I feel like they say that. Well, they're not saying cat, like whenever they say cats, but like what about, what are all you guys doing here? Like, what are you guys doing here? Do you think they don't say it? Like, oh man, you guys are making me second guess myself. Hello, Lorem. I guess not. They probably don't. Cats of all. Yeah, or they'll say the warriors. Or they'll say, or sometimes they'll like mention a leader. Like they'll be like, okay, well, Lion Blaze, your cats can go that way. Oh yeah, I hate that. Immediately hate. How little Applefur mentions there were in chat without you. Okay, let's end it. Thea's like a really hard... Okay, hold on. Guys, I'm gonna do this. This might break all of our colors. But I'm going to make the background... more... I'm gonna see if I can make the background more opacitied. It's not letting me. Hopefully I didn't just like break everybody's colors. Hopefully everyone's okay. Everyone's still colored. Tall Poppy's in the new Prophecy picture. She's in the Shadow Clan camp too. She's like front and center, like she's a main character or something in the Shadow Clan print. Dumb apple sheet. I still haven't came up with a proper mother for Ratscar and Snowbird. All bets are leaning towards a Beam Tanglebur is like one of my only options. Or Nightwing. And the Tanglebird one would be interesting because that means that she gets exiled. So that would mean that she had Ratscar, gets exiled, and she comes back and she ends up having like Snowbird and Kinkfur. I imagine Kinkfur and Snowbird, or Kinkfur is definitely related to Tanglebird. There's nothing that can convince me that she's not. His little tuffy. And his big ears. Oh wait, you're right. Crap. Never mind. Nix it, nix it, nix it, cancel it. Retcon, immediate. I hate this. I would have figured it out if I actually started adding those connections into the family tree. Yeah, the only one that I'm 100% convinced is Tanglebird's kit is Kinkfur, just because they have the exact same like pelt description. That would actually be pretty interesting, Snowbird. And see, this is a problem though. Snowbird seems like she's so much younger than Ratscar. Although, it might just be because for some reason Ratscar retire. Like, they show up at the same exact time. I think they both show up in, like, the Eclipse Allegiance. But Ratscar, like, retires. He's actually... I didn't realize this until I was looking at the Dark Forest trainees page, but Ratscar was a Dark Forest trainee. So he was an Elder all the way up until, like, Bramblestar... Or he was a warrior all the way up to, like, Bramblestar Storm. The other person I could make as Snowbird's, like, mother would be Whitewater. If anyone remembers her. I believe so, yes. I believe she's like the one eye of Shadow Clan. She just appears as like a full-grown warrior. And then she becomes an elder in the Fourth Apprentice. So you could argue she's probably about as old as like Mouse Fur. Be a little older, younger. Hey, Ren. Yeah, basically. So she appears... Actually, I think Snowbird might not appear until Fourth Apprentice. Hold on, let me double check. Oh yeah, I can't just type in Snowbird. I'm gonna get not warrior cats. Snowbird's first appearance is in the site. Yeah. No, she's in the site. Whitewater... Her first appearance is in Eclipse. So, she would be like White Wing's age. Snowbird. Arguably. You haven't planned her out yet? That's because Snowbird is like... the... Oh, what's her name? The girl that's like related to everyone in ThunderClan because she had like kits that also all had like 6 kits each. No, it's Frostfur. Yeah, Robin Wing. She's like the Robin Wing of ShadowClan. Recent ShadowClan. Because she had like 9 kits. Although, to be fair, I think only 2 of her kits have had kits. Actually, I think only Barry... No, yeah. Barry and Yarrow are the only one of her daughters, or of her kids that have had kids. Yeah. The thing with Robin Wing is that all of her kits had, like, enough kits that you can't even count them on one hand anymore. Barry, her, and Euroleaf have had kits. All of her other kits are either dead or became kitty pets. Yeah, Gullswoop hasn't done anything. And Cloverfoot. Gullswoop, her, like, last litter of kits, I believe they're all alive. Because there's Gull, I think Frond Whisker. And I think Conefoot are all of her, like, last litter. I'm pretty sure she'll never have another litter. Frond Whisker died. Yeah. I feel like Conefoot might be dead, too. Maybe not. It's hard to tell. We don't have a ShadowClan point of view right now. Yeah, Buster. I need to redraw Buster. One day I'll, like, actually tackle the entire Scorchfur Snowbird family tree, but that is not today. It's okay, Dia. I don't mind when you actually me. I tend not to mind when people actually me about warrior cats, except for if I'm like trying to have fun with like modifying the canon and like somebody came in and was like, there's no fun allowed. Actually, you can't make Scourge's eyes green because they're considered ice blue in multiple iterations of warrior cats. Type thing. Yeah, basically, Noah. Like, okay. Actually, you can't make Whitewater Snowbird's mom because she canonly appears after Snowbird, so it makes no sense. Even though she retires, like, literally, like, 3 books after she's introduced. Snaketail, too. I imagine that Snaketail and Whitewater might be, like, a couple or something. Who knows? But they both, like, appear at the same time and retire at the same time. See, the thing is, I just read Dangerous Path, right? And in Dangerous Path, they obviously didn't mean anything by it. Snaketail? Snaketooth. Yeah, Snaketooth. Are you sure his name's not Snaketail? Maybe it is Snaketooth. Anyway. I just finished skimming A Dangerous Path for my magnum opus, and in it, Tiger Star says multiple times that there's like new litters of kits being born in ThunderClan in ShadowClan. So I can make like whoever I want be born during the leaf fall of Dangerous Path. Okay, I literally was reading Petal Kit Shadow this morning, Dia. I know what you're talking about. That's probably why I said Snaketail. Yeah, I'm trying to like get caught up. I'm not caught up. Dappletail's kit. Wait. Oh, Sandstorm. Okay. Do we know how much time? We don't really know how much time passes between like the formation of Blood Clan and Tiny. Like we don't know what year Tiny was when he. It's kind of just implied that it happens like right away after the incident with Tiger. Oh, I was just wondering. I don't think it's like really that detrimental to any plot points of when he actually established Blood Clan. I was just like, I thought it was interesting. Like, I don't actually think we have any. Robin Wing and Fuzzy Pelt are definitely the two cats that have bottlenecked the entirety of ThunderClan. Genes. I don't think... Does Fuzzy have parents? I don't even think Fuzzy has parents. Canonly. Dude, can you imagine if Fuzzy got canon parents, how much more inbred we would be? They can never disclose his real parents. His genes have to be kept a mystery. Yeah, Holly Pelt would be probably the most likely pick. He spawned in like a Pokemon. His egg hatched. His, if you guys didn't know, Shadowsight only has he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors. He has the lighter bits on his dark side are the same shade as his darker bits on the light side. He only has 5 colors. He has the main character appropriate amount of colors. 5. He's like a partial Chimera. He's like got the Maybe he's like somehow Arc-Eye is like distantly related to him. Maybe Darkflower is Arc-Eye's like kit. Darkflower is Rowan's Claw's mom. Rowan Claw is Shadowsight's grandpa. By the way. Here he is, the baby. Rockfall. Me, when you mentioned rainfall in a Petal Kit Shadow, I'm like, I don't remember this. I don't remember. I'm like, I have a vague recognition that he's like from Code of the Clans. That's it. I'm like, yes. Rainfall. From Code of the Clans, I think. Whenever I don't remember a cat... Wait, he's not from Code of the Clans? I have to like look him up on my blog. Oh yeah, he is. Look at that. Oh wow. And then I'm like, I still don't remember them. I think I thought he was, I thought it was Rain Splash. Maybe? No, he's from Sky Clan. There's a Code of the Clans character named, like, Rain something. He gets, like, scared by a puddle. It's like in one of the, it's like in one of the first stories. So he's, like, really down there. I think. Rain Cloud. Yeah. Rain Cloud. Rain Splash. Lake Storm. From Shadow Clan. Never mind. I don't know why this is the cat I expected when I was looking at Rainfall. I'm like, it's this cat. But he's from Shadow Clan. Or her. I think it's... I don't remember. Yeah, Eel Tails. Hello, A. Thank you for the check-in. Glad to see you're doing good. Sorry guys, I was quite distracted there for a second. I like how the pine trees look like they're pointing at him. Kinktail. Oh, yeah. Okay. Next cat. From, I think the next row, everything is the same. Yeah. Most of these cats are, the only one that I would change is Zelda, but Zelda's not gonna get changed. Twig. We're only gonna add Twig or Violet. So if Violet gets picked, we're not going to draw her today. Well, we're either gonna draw Twig, Branch, or Violet. It really wants me to pick Twig, Branch, or Willow Shine. Okay, 3. Velvet. Or Yarrow. Oops. Accidentally clicked my Twitch following. You guys can see that I follow Pokemon streamers. If you type in Petalcat Shadow on Google, it's like the first thing that pops up. Like, it's really easy to find. Trust me, I literally did it this morning. It's an AU where one of Maple Shade's kits does not drown, and she is raised by River Clan. That's your elevator speech about it. I think Dia's really good at, like, emulating Warrior Cat. Like, it feels like... It doesn't feel like I'm reading a fic. It feels like I'm actually reading, like, an official piece of, like, media. But better. Yeah, no problem. I literally can't write for crap, so I'm, like... super jealous in like a good friend way. You do make this character say jokes. I like Echo Snout, who my favorite. I like Cloudpaw too. Twig Twig. Exactly, Ray. I never had the motivation to write. I've never had motivation to write, ever. I like my Twig too. Thank you, Dia. Twig is like, this is exactly how I picture her. She's one of the main characters that I remember I thought I was gonna have a really hard time designing her. But I had like it was so easy to design her. Sunbeam, on the other hand. A crappily recolored MSP. I need to visit Cinnamon. I'll revisit her when I draw Slate Fur, because they're together. Is Twig Branch supposed to be fluffy? What's her official description? She's slender, she's gray, she has green eyes, her fur is fluffy and glossy, and her ear tip is sliced. Well, they have her as like a short-furred cat on the wiki. But on the silhouette on the website, she's like... She looks like this. Yeah, I don't imagine her like... I know that she is supposed to have the dark gray fur. And I get that. I mean, especially when, like, in the books, they're like, oh, she has the same exact pelt color as her father. And then it's like, my Hawkwing looks like this. But, like, I think I made her have the same nose as him. That's the same color nose. And I think that his lighter fur is, like, the same color as her. But she's just light mode. Yeah, I kind of overuse the brown nose blotch. I'm trying to use it a little more sparingly or make it more like a difference. It's just like anytime that I see tabby cats, they always have that brown nose blotch. I just want to add it. Like, they always have that brown nose blotch. Like, look at this. Look at them. They always have it. Look. All of them. They got the brown nose blotch. I love cats. Sometimes I look up cats on Google and I'm like, ugh, the perfect creature. Okay. Oh, Willowshine almost overtook her. Twig Branch gets the ThunderClan icon. I know, that's how I feel when I look at Apple. Oh, thanks, Aber. Twig Branch sweep. Twig Branch is the best point of view in A Vision of Shadows. Prove me wrong. Okay, her nose might be a little complicated. I don't think I've ever drawn her directly from the front. Wait, is that true, Dia? That's kind of insane, if that's the case. I like Twig Branch. I think she has really good chemistry with Finn. There's this one... Honestly, I feel like Twig falls off a little bit in Raging Storm. I feel like she just has a slightly different personality than she had in the other books. Like, she feels a little bit more callous. Or she, like... So, this is one of the things people hate about Finleap, is the scene in A Vision of Shadows in the book 6 where he's like, I literally joined ThunderClan so I could have kids with you, blah, 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 blah. Like, why don't you want to have kids with me? And then, like, he doesn't really take no for an answer or whatever. And I'm not defending him. Like, yeah, that's kind of a douchebag thing to do. But at the same time, Twig had been acting like that for the last 2 books. So it was kind of surprising for me as, like, the reader to be like, oh, wait, you don't want kids? Like, she had never had an iteration where she didn't think of Finleap like that. And Warrior Cats has never made 2 cats... Like, the first time that they've ever made 2 cats mates, or, like, together, and they didn't have kids, is, like, Twig Branch and Finleap. So as the reader, I'm like, I've never seen this before. So, like, I also kind of assumed that they wanted kids, because that's just what happens in Warrior Cats. It's just, that's the writing. And so, I was also like, whoa, what? I don't know how to explain it. Like, yeah, but I don't know. I kind of assumed that maybe they would, like, they already had kids at one point and they were just grown up. I don't know. My wolf step design was designed specifically for Sketchy, one of my friends. I designed a cat that was basically their aesthetic. And then I had to change it when Wolf Step actually got a description in One Star's Confession, and I was so sad. Sometimes when I have to change designs like that, I'll just, like, repurpose that design into a different cat. Like, honestly, Twig Branch and Finleap have, like, no genetics related to ThunderClan, so they kind of need those genetics. Not gonna lie. I'm like surprised Moonpaw's not like one of Twig Branch's kids or something. Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know. Yeah. I think it's, you're saying that Finn, Leap, and Twig are related? Wow. I'm honored, Dia. I can't believe I basically groomed you into become a warrior cat's friend. I'm so distraught. The warrior cat propaganda machine. Your first arc, Dia, was Broken Code, right? Oh, you read Prophecy Begin first. Okay. She's got such a wide face. Because I heard he died. The first OG song opening. There's a close-up on a cat. That one? Her face is so wide. Wait, how did I draw? This one is like the most frontal facing. Her ears can be like so much bigger. She's like all ears, and then she's got the silly tuft of fur, but she's a silly cat. When Veil of Shadows. I finally got caught up from the Warrior Cats blog. I had to read... Actually, I think when I got caught up... I think Leopard Star's Honor was the first book that I had to, like, after I'd got caught up with the design blog, I had to wait for, like, the next release. But I think that A Light in the Mist had come out, like, literally a week after. Or did Leopard Star's Honor come out before A Light in the Mist? I feel like it did. Because both of them have Ember Dawn. And Kate said that she had written Ember Dawn into both of the books because she wanted one of them to get past editing, and they both did. So that's why they both have Ember Dawns. Wait, where? Oh yeah, I have to do by release date. I know. Yeah, Leopard Star's Honor came out right after Place of No Stars. So I think Place of No Stars came out, and then that's the last book. That was when I finally got caught up. Wait, who's around her? No, but I think I hadn't drawn any of the paws or the kits at that standpoint. So after I read Path of No Stars, I had to draw, like I drew Frostkit and all of her siblings, and then I actually had to like draw Flamepaw and Finchpaw and all the paws that I was waiting to draw to see if they would get their name first. See, that's the other problem about being caught up on your Warrior Cat design blog. You can't do that anymore. Did I say Path of No Stars? The brain rot for Dawn of the Clans. Yeah, so I had a lot of cats. Like, if you look at my other list, like, it's the list that I actually use when I'm like figuring out who to draw on the Warrior Cat design blog. It's labeled the other list, but it's the list that I actually use, and it tells you the exact cats that I drew for that book. So in place of No Stars, I had to draw Baypaw, Finchpaw, Flamepaw, Fogpaw, Frost, Gray, Mist, Myrtle, and Rin. And I think I also drew Splashpaw. Then. Yeah, when you're caught up on the books, or if you're like drawing them in chronological order, you have to like draw them as they age. I know. Maybe the editors see my design blog and they saw Splashpaw being nefarious and they were like, okay, we'll make him the next villain. Maybe I'm like integrally linked to the entire like conspiracy theory of deciding who's going to be the next protagonist. I'm just kidding. Obviously. I'm being facetious. I don't think I hold that much sway. They do post some of my designs on their blog, on their wiki though. Yeah, little dimples. I like giving cats dimples. Make Rapid Kit extremely evil. I know! They literally used my not evil picture of Splash. Like, that means they had to go to this post, this Splashtail post. They had to click through it. They had to scroll down, and they had to pick specifically this one. Like, dude. What's wrong with you? He has the wrong eye color. How could you use this on the official Warriors website? Yeah, I do like his previous eye color. Someone's Bramble Star. Honestly, they're probably super thankful. I get told sometimes that I was the one that started the trend of when people design a cat, they like put their name next to them. Or like they like put the name next to the line art. They're probably so thankful for that trend. It probably makes their job so much easier than it would ever have been. I like when people do it too, because it's easy for me. I feel like I'm a visual learner, so I do it because I like looking at the image, and then when I'm like taking in the image, I see the name. Like, so I'm also taking in the name. Like, I remember when I was in art history class, I would always have the picture, and then I would literally like incorporate the like name of the artist into like this old ancient classic art and like the date, because you always have to like incorporate the date it was made as well. I would incorporate it into the image so that while I'm looking at the picture, I'm also like seeing the date. Like, it became part of the image. I'm like such a visual learner. I see what you're doing, Dia. I do want to revisit Pine Star eventually, because I think he deserves to have an age chart. For the new Starless Clan kits. Yeah, I don't know how they decide what pictures to use, because at first I thought that they just used like hashtags for like, I think they do. So like they look up hashtags on either Twitter, Tumblr, DeviantArt. I feel like sometimes they even do. Sometimes they'll go to like TikTok. But I like barely tag any of my stuff. Because they've used my old DeviantArt art for some articles. Like, I remember at one point they used my old DeviantArt picture of the 4th Apprentice Journey cats in an article. So they are definitely, like, snoopy DeviantArt still. I prefer Twig Branch. I'm a Twig Branch lover. Make love, not Violet. Violet just falls flat for me as a protagonist. She doesn't, like... She doesn't jump the bar for me. She doesn't care enough about the world that she has been put into for her to be a likable protagonist for me. Twig and Violet swap personalities. Twig's personality does do like a very, it's a very abrupt difference in her personality in River of Fire and Raging Storm. I agree with that. But I like her relationship with Flypaw. Like, I like seeing how hard she doesn't have a lot of patience with her or anything. But yeah, she does do kind of a 180. Raging Storm is probably the weakest book. I feel like if Raging Storm was better, A Vision of Shadows would feel more complete as a series. Because... Oh my gosh. I just got a DM from the director of Warrior Cat Animated. I'm so excited. I just got assigned more work, and I'm not being, like, sarcastic. I got assigned something I really wanted to be assigned. I was saying something. Oh, yeah. So, Dawn of the Clans and Vision of Shadows both have the same issue for people, where the climax of the series is in the 3rd book. Like, the first 3 books of A Vision of Shadows and Dawn of the Clans both have a very clear plot that climaxes and finalizes in the 3rd book. But the difference between Dawn of the Clans and A Vision of Shadows is that Dawn of the Clans has a satisfying 6th book. Like, that last chapter of Dawn of the Clans is a very satisfying ending. Like, you feel like... I like the ending. But Raging Storm is not a very satisfying ending. The difference is that Dawn of the Clans is good. I feel like... Well, with Dawn of the Clans, all of the characters feel like they're invested in the world that they're in. Violet just doesn't feel invested. I feel like, honestly, Violet should have just become a loner with Tree. Like, it feels like she's not invested in becoming a clan cat at all. Thunder Rising is good. Yeah. Apprentice Quest is not good either. Whenever I think about, like, how I would rewrite A Vision of Shadows, Apprentice Quest is always the book that I'm just like, it's such a forced read. But every inch of me wants to make it the thing. I mean, Apprentice Quest has the same issue. If the journeying cats in Apprentice Quest had an ounce more of, like, chemistry with each other, it wouldn't be as unbearable to read. None of the cats that go on the journey, except for, like, Needlepaw and Alderpaw, have any chemistry. So, I feel like with the Apprentice Quest, you should just change the cats. Like, maybe make Lilyheart one of the cats that go. Not Lilyheart. Well, see, that's the issue. Is that Alder and Spark's mom is freaking Squirrelflight and Bramblestar, and they can't leave. I mean, Squirrelflight could have left. That would have been even nicer, though, if Squirrelflight was on the journey, and it's the same journey that Sandstorm Parish is in. That would have left, like, make Sandstorm Parish a little bit later in the plot, instead of, like, in the 5th chapter. Like, the Apprentice Quest just feels... like, it feels like I'm reading it because a college class has forced me to read it. I'm not enjoying it. I'm literally just reading it so I can have discussions about it later. Hey, Lettuce. Yeah, I feel like Sandstorm could have... like, what if Leafpool... I mean, I don't think Jayfeather would have liked this, but what if Leafpool and Squirrelflight went? And it was Alder, Spark, Leaf, and Squirrel, and Sand. That would have been cute. I feel like that would have let you have a little bit more life. Family vacation. I kind of wish Spark was like... I kind of wish Spark's mentor was... well, I guess we've already had Cinderheart as a mentor, so it doesn't make much sense. I honestly like Mole Whisker. I think he stands out a lot more than Cherry. In a style I hate using. Oh no, Luna. I've definitely been there, though. I don't offer specific stylized commissions anymore because of that. Well, I don't offer them publicly. Like, if somebody, like, legitimately asks, like, hey, can you make a... I'd love to see you make this design, but make it look like it's from Rolling Thunder. Yeah, Dia, it could have been... they literally just said she died to thin the crowd. But you could have had, like, a Lionheart type of death. Like, one that still, like, hits pretty hard. Like, push it back a little bit. You could still have Needle. You can even sneak in a Strike Paw. Although, I kind of like the idea of Strike Paw staying behind and, like, getting... and you have 2 point of view. This is... I'm going off of the fact that I think Strike Paw should have been a point of view. So you have Alderpaw point of view and you have Strike Paw. Because then at least the Journey books would have, like, something in between them. So you don't have to just, like, read the freaking Journey book. Hairspring doesn't become a protagonist until the 2nd book. Strike Paw mention. I'm, like, heavily invested in him. I've adopted him, basically. The thing about it is that Sandstorm has to die before they get to the gorge. Because she knows. She knows that that's not SkyClan. But at the same time, like, what really happens... I don't know. I feel like we just needed more little character moments, and I feel like Sandstorm could have had more of a relationship with Sparkpaw as well. Strikestone is... No, you're fine, sorry. He is Juniper Claw and Sleek Whisker's brother. He is like the normal one of the family. He's like the Malcolm in the Middle brother. Yeah, Juniper, Sleek, and Strike. No. I feel like if you had a Shadow Clan point of view in the Apprentice quest, it could give you more insight on how the apprentices are feeling. I've actually... Oh, okay, we finished Twig Branch. I'll show you guys what I was working on. Where's Crow? Where is it? ABOS copy. Wait, maybe I wasn't working on this on here. I've changed him. Maybe I didn't save it. I lightened him up. That's Strike, by the way. I lightened him up. I made him like more, you guys know my Tawny? I made his brown bits this, like, the same shades of Tawny's brown bits. Him. Judging you. Yeah, I changed his eyes to gray. Because I didn't want him to look too much like Hawk Frost. But I also lightened him up, because he's just a brown tabby. He's a brown and white tabby, so he's not said to be a dark brown tabby. So he's just brown and white. So I was like, I'll lighten him up so he doesn't look like a Tiger Star clone. Anyway, okay. He loses his earring and one of his ears in Squirrelflight's Hope against a battle with the sisters. I'm a Strikestone scholar now. Okay. It's 2 Cloverfoots because we've edited the list a little bit, and I haven't edited the second row yet. She got moved up because we removed somebody. Okay. She deserves 2 spots. I don't know if she really even deserves to be on this poster. She does have a scene with Tree and Violet, but I don't think she actually becomes deputy until, like, Squirrelflight's Hope. She might become deputy, like, right at the end of the books. Yeah, she'll be in the Starless Clan poster. She'll probably be in the Broken Code poster, too. Okay, that's your guys' picks. He likes your comment. Yeah. So Crowfrost is actually going to be moved over. And then Darktail will be here. Dawn Pelt. Dovewing. Echo. And Fern. And then Fidget will be up. I saw that you drew Fidget the other day, Dia. I liked it. I like Fidget Flake. This is supposed to be Mario Kart music. It is. Bowser's Castle. Oh, you did? I didn't even notice. Wait, hold on. I gotta check this out again. Oh my gosh, you did. I see it now. What's the biggest amount of cats? Probably when I was doing the Dawn of the Clans poster. We did like 11 or 12 per stream. Typically I do like 7, I'd say. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna turn on the fan. It is getting hot in this room. Even though my thermostat says it's only 73. Crazy. Alderheart's winning. Where's my Alderheart? He's right here. This is new Alderheart. Except I'll probably mess around with his eye color a little bit. After the Episode of Shadows? Yeah, I'll draw the Broken Code one. I have no idea who. I still have to add so many people to the Broken Code one. I only have 50 cats on there right now. For Broken Code. I don't know. Probably right after. Probably add some more, like, maybe some Star Clan cats? I don't know. Guess I could add Darktail to this one, but I don't really wanna. I don't know. Is there flame kit on it? No. In a main series book? Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know who's gonna be on this. Yeah. Not sure. A Star Wars Clan has more cats on it than... And it doesn't even have the last book out yet. Why aren't we including the Gray Stripes Adventure one? Oh, is that because you've already read that one, Luna? Alderheart it is. Because Gray Stripes Adventure has Pan. The Feathertail one is good. The Skyclane one is good. The Scourge one is good. I guess those would be my three. The Brightheart one has cute scenes. The Brightheart one has cute scenes, but it might be one of the weaker, like, new graphic novels, honestly. A favorite scene from A Vision of Shadows. Honestly, one of the scenes that always sticks out to me is the scene where Twig Branch and Finleap are having like the fake vigil for Finpaw's tail. I love that scene. It's like the cutest scene ever. Yeah, the Brightheart one has like my favorite panel from any graphic novel when she's like, catch birdies with ease, la la la. I actually reblogged that on my aesthetic blog. I liked it so much. It's the only Warrior thing I've ever reblogged on my aesthetic blog. I'm like, this is my aesthetic. Brightheart, if you please, catch birdies with ease. Nope, no star spoilers. We already lost one to the star spoilers on stream on Sunday. It was a regular too. Actually, Flow City can still talk. They were only muted for 30 minutes. Yeah. Sad face. I got spoiled. I got spoiled so no one else could get spoiled. I'm that one meme of the guy protecting the kid from all of the arrows. Except the arrows are spoilers. It's okay, it was a minor spoiler. Yeah, I got spoiled for Frostpaw's full name, I think. It was kind of vague, but it was specific enough that I kind of knew that they were attempting to spoil it for me. Does that make sense? Which is like probably the most minor spoiler that doesn't like actually give away anything from the plot, so whatever. I hate people who like spoil with no warning. Scum of the earth. Yeah, I don't know River Clan's leader. Riverstar was River Clan's leader at some point. I think I like giving him bigger eyebrows. Kind of like his dad's eyebrows. Let me pull up Bramble. No. Bramble Star. I mean, I was kind of playing with fire. Because we kept talking about it until I got spoiled. So it's kind of my fault. Yeah, we're not gonna spoil anything. I've already told people, so I'm not sure, but either we're not gonna talk any spoilers on Tuesday's stream because I get the book in the mail and I live out in the boonies, so I usually don't get the book until like 6 p.m. at night. So I will be getting it after stream on Tuesday, so we will not be talking about spoilers on Tuesday. On Thursday, we... honestly, I don't even know. Yeah. Just don't... Okay, now I'm just drawing. I just realized that I started drawing Brimble because I wasn't paying attention. Once we are free of star spoilers, like when we can talk about them freely on stream, like if Thursday is when we can talk about them, I will specifically put it in the description, in the title of the video, like star spoilers, and then I'll probably say something like designing star characters or something like that, or drawing character. Like we'll do like an Ivy Pools Heart stream that we did, where we like actually like get the, like it'll explicitly say that we are talking about star spoilers, so you can avoid that stream if you want. I don't know. The book seems like it's gonna be pretty fire, so I honestly will probably be able... I will probably end up reading it Tuesday night and like finish it on Wednesday. Yeah. Also, the PDF is on Amazon right now. You can like the PDF is like super cheap. It's like $8 if you pre-order it on Amazon for like a ebook thing. We're talking about the next Warrior Cat book comes out Tuesday. And I'm trying to keep everyone on this stream spoiler free, so we can all enjoy the book as we so desire. Some American law. He doesn't have kind enough eyes. He needs kinder eyes. He needs like the gray wing eye. He needs the gray wing eyes. He tries to be Grey Wing in his point of view. Except he doesn't have Grey Wing's wisdom. There are cats in the book. I'm not good at saying funny things on cue, Catverse. I don't think I've ever been able to do that. Yeah, this is Alderheart. But we revisited him a couple streams ago. I've made him more chipmunk. Bro is not Grey Wing. Alderheart. He has really big eyes. I feel like he needs... I feel like anytime I draw Alderheart, he's like perpetually like 6 months old. Like he's just baby cat. He's Alder and the Chickmunks. Next Warrior Cat Christmas theme map is going to be the Alvin and the Chickmunks song, but it's Alderheart. Feel free to steal this idea, anybody that wants to. Feel free to steal any idea I may have. Because God knows I will not put most of them into fruition. Actually, I don't want him to be... I want him to be more straight on the edges. Like bramble. I don't want him to curl up. What does an alder tree look like again? They have very round leaves. With Alvin and the Chipmunks. Alvin! Actually, I kind of really love the Alvin and the Chipmunks Christmas song. It might be like a very guilty pleasure for me, but I'll never tell. I feel like he just needs more of a bramble star type shape. Next cat to draw? I don't know. I don't really have any preference because I know I have to draw them all anyway, eventually. So I don't really have a preference. Was the Alvin and the Chipmunks movie made by the same guy that did the live-action Garfield movie? Sorry if I'm also being boring by redrawing this over and over. He is a main character, so I want to get him quite nice looking. I don't really remember watching anything with Alvin and Chipmunks. I watched like Ranger Rescue that had chipmunks. That was like a Disney movie though. I think they were chipmunks. Who's already been drawn? Briarlight, Crowfrost, Fuzzball, Jayfeather, Leafpool, Puddleshine, Sandstorm, Shadow, and Twig. What pen am I using? I just use a Wacom Intuos. Or do you mean like my brush? I'm using a brush called Soft Nib Brush Tool. I downloaded it from DeviantArt like 10 years ago. My obscure character for you, Dia, is Strikestone Smile. You missed Shadowcat. Yeah, he'll be in every subsequent poster, probably. Medicine cats, deputies, and leaders tend to get on the poster, even if they're, like, kind of irrelevant. My obscure character is Lake Storm Smile. AKA the cat that I thought was Rainfall. Do I use a tablet? Yeah. But it's not a tablet that you, like has a screen. It's just like a tablet that replaces your mouse, but you draw with a pen. But they're much cheaper than like screen tablets. Like I got the one that I'm using right now, I got on sale. I think it was like 80 bucks. And it's lasted me for like 10 years. It is a... I got it for Christmas, actually. I think. And then I buy like screen protectors for it, so when I'm drawing on it, I like scratch up the screen protector instead of the surface of the tablet. And then I can just like replace the screen protectors, which I can get like a 3-pack of screen protectors for 10 bucks. I'm a very frugal person. I like saving money. Yeah, there is a lot of history. I gave my last tablet to one of my, like, cousins. That tablet made a lot of Warrior Cat stuff. Oh, someone's... Oh, nope, it's Pikmin Bloom. Does anyone here play Pikmin Bloom? It's like Pokemon Go, but it's Pikmin. I play it, so I guess somebody here does play it. Hello, Ivy. Yeah, it's a lot more chill than Pokemon Go. That's why I like it. Pokemon Go, there's just so much... Like, I don't know. I used to play Pokemon Go, like, religiously when I was in college. But that was because it was actually, like, fun to play in college. Yeah, you're... No problem, Phoenix. I do not mind answering questions. Yeah, Cotton. It was really fun in college. But I don't live in the city anymore. And I feel like Pokemon Go is exclusively like something that you can only play in the city. Pikmin Bloom feels like it's more centered around nature. So like when I go on hikes and stuff, there's typically like always something on the Pikmin Bloom for me. So it feels like it's more catered towards like a rural area. I'm sure that it's still really insanely different to play in the city, but I don't know. Okay, so where's the older? How did I design? Okay. I'm gonna snip this really quick. Yeah. If I'm gonna start the Changing Skies poster. I probably won't. I mean, I feel like there's really, I don't know, not really a lot of point to starting it. I mean, I'll probably draw a Moonpaw, but just because I might not start the poster. Oh wow, I've like changed his face a lot. I like really babied him up. Let me try it with... I didn't realize that I was going off of an old picture. I kind of forgot that I had changed up his face. Let me try doing his markings. You're just a little late, Ivy. We've only done, this is the third cat today, so we haven't done too many. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. This is Alder. And I've redesigned him. I feel like I like having his face. We're gonna get the Changing Skies preview. I would say probably like a couple weeks after. I feel like the preview for Star isn't going to be... Not Star, the preview for Elder's Quest isn't going to be very exciting, though. If I had to guess. Like, I don't think anything exciting is going to happen in the beginning of the book. I think a lot of it's going to just be rehashing what just happened. The first book of every single Warrior Cat series is just like, this is what happened in the last arc. For, like, the first third of it. And you're like, okay. Yeah, the Allegiance would be the thing I would actually be interested in. That's typically my most interested thing to click on after we get the preview. Yeah, I do, Maya. I'm working on getting pre-production ready for it to open it up for helpers to finish it. He's so chipmunk. Probably like 6 months, I would guess. There needs to be a time skip because a Starless Clan didn't have a single time. I think there was like a month in between a Starless Clan and Broken Code. And it's crazy to think that all of a Starless Clan has like happened over the course of maybe like 2 or 3 months. Let's see. I kind of want to change his eye. Color. Honestly, I could honestly see Root Spring getting together with someone that's introduced in Changing Skies. I don't know if it will be Moonpaw. But I could see him finding someone in Changing Skies after Ivy Pool's Heart. Changing Skies is the, what is it, the 9th arc? Of Warriors? My issue with Alder is that I feel like I want his eyes to be brighter or like a lighter color because he's a dark cat. I feel like he needs a lighter shade. The age gap. Groot is literally like 1.5 years old right now. There's like a bigger age gap between Bramble and Squirrel. Probably not, but he's really quite young. Like, I'm pretty sure Groot is only... Actually, let me check. Yeah, Groot's 1.5 years old right now. Like, he's quite young. Yeah, him and Splashtail are like almost the same age. I mean, I'm pretty sure people aren't going to be shipping Root Spring with Moonpaw when she's like an apprentice. I don't know. I find it kind of silly. Like, I don't think that they legitimately just want them to get together when she's still an apprentice. I'm pretty sure that they're implying, like, once she's a warrior. Like, Tree and Violet have that. I kind of like those eyes. I don't know. It'd be like Fern Song and Ivy Pool. Like, people used to not like them because they have like an age gap. I think as long as it's like they don't actually show interest in each other until they're like both warriors, it's not as awkward. Okay. Look at him, chipmunk. I'm wondering if I actually do like those eye covers. I feel like they could be smaller. Sorry, I'm literally changing him so much. Yeah, I have them much smaller. After his development in Ivy Pool's heart, yes, I believe that they want to give him a family. kind of like it with the dark. But... I'm wondering if... I like the little bit of light on his... I also kind of want him to look like a cat still. Like, he needs to have, like... He doesn't need to... He can't have just look like a chipmunk. He still has to have a cat look to him. I have done Twig Ivy. I just did Twig. I can. Oh wait, I literally just realized I did 2 point of view characters in one stream. You guys, I literally just realized this as you said that. Oh my god. I can't believe I've done this. That's like my golden rule. Why did I not realize that until now? I don't know if I'm liking... I don't think there's any chipmunks in England. I'm gonna let this sit. I might change him up. I'll let it sit for a little bit though. Maybe come back to it tomorrow and see. Alderheart is such a... He's honestly the hardest protagonist for me to design in A Vision of Shadows. I don't think I'll ever... I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna find it hard to be ever satisfied with him. Like, now that I'm looking at this face, I don't really like it that much. I like this face more. But this face is not a chipmunky face. This one is more chipmunky. Yeah, I'll let that sit for a little bit. I don't like that. The more I look... I literally said a bit, and then like 3 seconds later, I don't like that. I almost feel like I just want to get rid of his eye mask. But then I feel like it's too dark around there. Maybe I should like change the color of the eye mask. Oh, well, I can't do that very easily. We'll figure it out. Okay, let's just move on. We've been staring at him for too long. We need to move on, and we'll come back to him and see if something strikes my fancy. Okay, random number generator. Next row. Let me make sure that everyone in this next row is good. Okay. Start full. Next cat. Six is Fernsong. 2 is Darktail. Seven is Fidget. And 3 is Dawn Pelt. Give Fernsong life. Okay, then we need to switch over these. So this needs to be Finn. This needs to be Fire. Needs to be Fly. Then Freckle. Fuzz needs to go here. And then Gray, Stripe. And here's Star. Fuzzball is inching closer to J Feather. There is a lot of F-Cats. 33 for Dark and 38 for Fern. 41 votes. Not too bad, guys. Not too bad. Fern. I like my Fern. Although I don't know how Fernsong and Ivy Pool made Thrift Ear. They look like Thrift Ear is the adopted one, apparently. I don't think she passed the genetic test. Fernsong. Okay, if we can get to 50 votes, I'll close it. I'll leave it open for like another couple seconds. But we're at 48. That's like a lot of votes, actually. Moonpaw siblings? No. Her information, when they teased her, like, character profile, a lot of her information had, quote-unquote, like, scratches through it. So we're not sure about a lot of it. 51 votes, okay. It's Fernsong, guys. It's Fernsong time. He's basically his grandpa. Fernsong is like this generation's Brackenfur. He's got a wider nose, though. Moonpaw's name will be Hazelpaw. Is Hazeltail still living? Do we still have a Hazel in ThunderClan? I think Hazeltail is still around. Brackenfur's his grandpa. That's why they have the same energy. Okay. Are all of Daisy's kits dead now? Or is Mouse Whisker still around? I love Mouse Whisker. Mouse Whisker's my favorite out of the 3. I love him in Power of 3 because he's just like completely obsessed with like catching squirrels all the time. Like anytime you see him, he's like, I'm out to go catch me a squirrel. Oh, you guys should see this one thing I did. It's got Fern Song in it. In one of the map parts that I'm working on. It's my Fern Song. Let me find it. Let me find it. I need to look for myself. Okay. Finishing up roughs. Okay, hopefully this doesn't have music. Wait, no. No, I hadn't colored it yet. Okay, here's the one where I finished the character animation. Wait, can I not play this easily? Hold on, let me put it on my screen. Which one? Media player. Done. Okay, here it is. This is for the sailor map. It has Fern Song in it. This is why it's relevant. And it's my design. That's why it's also relevant. This is Bristle Frost. And this is Juniper Claw. But yes. See, he's playing with them. He's playing with his kittens. Those are all, well, the Bristle Frost isn't, but... yeah. I need to finish this. This is Rue and Bristle. I haven't finished it yet because I'm lazy. I'm so lazy. I need to finish this so bad. I've been working on this for way too long. I just, like, don't, like... animating is so painful sometimes. It's called The Sailor. It's, the premise of it it's still going on. The premise is that Juniper Claw is, like, Sharon from, like, Greek mythology. Once I, like, figured out it had Greek mythology and I was like, I'm in. And he's, like, the guy that's taking people across the river. This was before Ivy Pool's Heart, by the way. Taking people across the river to, like, their different afterlives. And as, like, you're going through the river, your life plays out, etc., etc. So it's Bristle taking the boat to her unknown afterlife. And so she's seen, like, her life play out. Which is, like, her in Fern Song, and Ivy Pool, and Root Spring. Caffeine in helping shaky hands? I don't know. Luckily, I don't get shaky hands when I'm, like, drinking coffee and stuff. If I did, I think I would, I don't know, be super sad. So I'm very thankful that I don't, because I use a lot of caffeine. Okay, his ear game is very strong. See you, Munch. Yo, puppy. We accidentally drew 2 main characters in one stream. That was very anti-epic. Yeah, I know exactly what character you're talking about, Inns Farmer. You're talking about... Aspentail. You're talking about this design. Aspentail. A gray tabby or a silver tabby? I don't know. I don't feel like I've ever... I guess she'd be a silver, but I don't think about that. Sometimes they'll be... Okay, well, Aspentail has no parent. She literally shows up as, like, an amazing, like, Star Clan cat that tells people to treat their elders with respect. So that's why she's, like, super galaxy looking. But I appreciate it. I do. Sometimes you just get born with main character syndrome. Yeah, I don't design cats with any type of genetics in mind. I feel like designing cats with genetics, I understand and I appreciate people who do it because I also enjoy drawing cats with, like, the limitations of adhering to canon. But I feel like having to keep track of all the cat genetics would make designing newer cats not that exciting. Because there's, like, only a limited amount of pelts that they could have, you know? He looks like such a rabbit. He's such a little bunny rabbit. He has... yeah. I think I simplified him in the animation. I actually, like, simplified up his tabby stripes over here. Hello, wolf. I feel like I want to... He's very not cat looking. I feel like I could, like, shrink up his ears a little bit. How did I draw his... He is very rabbit-coded. I feel like he needs a thinner face. He just needs like thinner, more... Yeah. Like that. Yeah, this is Fern's song. Yeah, a lot of people make Tiger Star Maine Coon though, Luna, so that's could be where they get it from. 2 live streams at once. I could never do that on the same device. I have watched 2 live streams at once, but it's usually like one's on my phone and one's on my like computer. Yeah, my cat genetics, like, sometimes I'll make cats Persians all of a sudden, even though none of their parents look like Persians at all. Or, like, sometimes cats will just look like Oriental short hairs when they have, like, the most long-furred parents ever. I'm like, whatever. It's fun. I'd prefer to design the cat on how I personally see them, other than, like, oh, well, since I want them to be Oriental short hairs, then their parents have to be one. Like Twig Branch. Well, I think I actually try to make my Pebble Shine. I think my Pebble Shine looks a lot like Twig. Yeah, she's like long, but Pebble Shine's mom is like... Isn't Pebble Shine's mom like Tiny Cloud? Yeah, and Tiny Cloud is like not an Oriental. And I think Sparrow Pelt's her dad. I need to redesign Sparrow Pelt. He's very uninspiring. Does Pebble have any sisters? Yeah. Isn't like Parsley Seed and Curly... Not Curly. Is Parsley Seed Pebble Shine's brother? Is there a difference between an American short hair and a British short hair? Not really? Okay. British got flatter noses. Interesting. Very interesting, actually. Yeah, for being somebody that really likes cats, I really, apart from like being able to tell like specific breeds apart, I really can't like tell you a lot about their genetics. Parsley Seed and Quail Feather. And Sunny Pelt and Pigeon Foot. Yeah, some of the... I think Parsley Seed is Pebble Shine's litter mate. He becomes a kitty pet in Hawkwing's Journey. Parsley Seed is a cute name. Actually, I think I make Parsley Seed... Yeah, he just looks like his dad. He just looks like Sparrow. Sunny, Quail, Pigeon, Isn't there like another... Did Tiny Cloud only have 3 kits? I thought she had 4 kits when they got to the lake. See ya, Phoenix. Thanks for tuning in. Harry Brook. It's so sad that a lot of Leaf Star's kits are gone. I think only Harry Brook is left, and he's kind of... Actually, isn't Harry Brook somebody's... Like, he has kits now? Doesn't Harry Brook have kits? She only had 3. Interesting. I literally just read A Vision of Shadows, and I could have sworn that she had 4. Dustin Ridge, yeah, okay. With Blossom Fall, I think? Not Blossom Fall, Blossom Heart? Blossom something. It's one of Hawkwing's kits, and she named... People liked it because she named one of her kits, Dusk Kit, after her brother. Try on Halloween costumes. Goodbye, Rye. We'll think about Apple for you. And keep her memory alive. Whatever happened with ThunderClan fried my brain. I don't blame you. I had a video on my recommended today. It was something like the inbreeding cult. Inbreeding for 5 generations. And I'm just sitting here like, so warrior cats. It was some documentary. Be careful. So Frostpaw's warrior name was what I got spoiled on Sunday stream. So be careful. It is definitely the thing that people are spoiling the most. And I cannot speculate with people anymore because I got spoiled for it. So it is unfortunately not something that I can participate in any longer. It's the speculation on her real name. Yeah, Wolf. There's, somebody got the book early and spoilers have been being passed around. I don't have anything I'm doing. Oh, wait. Halloween. Oh, no, it's the 29th. Okay. I never do anything for Halloween anymore. It has to be Frosted Flakes. Yeah, unfortunately, I can still speculate on Star. I don't know any other spoilers except I do know what Frostpaw's warrior cat name will be. Very depressed saying this. Do you think that it... Honestly, do you think... I feel like that'd be really cool if a cat could change its prefix to go with its suffix. I mean, I know that Nightheart did that, but I'm talking just like a minor change. Yeah, it does suck, Clay. I think it was an unintentional spoiler, but it did happen on stream, so that's why I told people just be careful. It does seem like that's the spoiler. That's the easiest to get spoilered from. Basically, I wouldn't recommend going back and rewatching the end of yesterday's stream. Because I have no idea if, when I timed out the person that spoiled me, if it still showed up in the VOD at all. So, it happened like within the last 30 minutes of yesterday's stream, too. Like, we were so close to having a spoiler-free day. Any tips? Like, made a plushie? I find that it's easy to... I remember when I made a stuffed animal, I actually bought a pattern for, like, a stuffed animal, and I modified it. And it was a lot easier than just making it all from scratch. Because you had... Like, you could just... I modified it to, like, have a longer nose and all that stuff. Sometimes it helps me when I sew stuff to start with the pattern and just modify the pattern. Yeah, I bought Star on Amazon, so I won't get the book until release date. Amazon never gives it to you early. People who get it early, it's typically like a bookstore that puts it out as soon as they get it in because they didn't really check the release date of when they're supposed to put it on shelves, and once it comes into the store, they just put it on shelves. That's how I got Thunder early. I got Thunder like like 5 days early. Your nearest bookstop sucks. The nearest bookshop to me that gets like new releases and isn't like a small business run type store that sells mostly like used books is like 30 minutes away from me. I don't mind boring names, honestly. I literally don't care if a cat is named like Gray Pelt if they have an interesting personality. I genuinely don't care. I would prefer a cat have an interesting personality than like some crazy name like Sunbeam. Smile. Hey Sigma, you're a little late. We've been live for about 2.5 hours. Yeah, the nearest like Barnes and Noble type bookstore to me is like 30 minutes away. Oh, he needs his eye shine. Longtail and Swiftball. I just read Dangerous Path and I forgot how much I love Longtail in Dangerous Path. I love him. I love his character development. I love that there's this one line in Dangerous Path where Longtail is telling Fireheart about he's scented dogs near the snake rocks and everything, and Fireheart immediately like jumps on him and he's like, you've been scenting Tiger Claw. He like immediately thinks the worst of him, and then Fireheart actually apologizes to him, and Longtail like whispers, like he puts him on the patrol, and Longtail's just like, I will make you trust me. It's such a nice scene. I love Longtail so much. I love him. He is a good character. He's a good boy. I'm so sad that they, like, fridged him. For, like, no reason, too. I feel like they literally just fridged him because they needed more characters in the Elder's Den in New Prophecy. Thunderstar's Echo? The only part that stands out in Thunderstar's Echo is the chapters where... The chapter where Thunder and Lightning are in StarClan together. That one actually is like I really like that chapter. I like how interesting it is that like Lightning Tail has to stay, and like the way that Thunder reacts, like when he has to go back and all that stuff. I quite like that. But the rest of the novella is boring. But I like that scene. That scene itches my brain muscles. I added that scene into the PMV I'm working on. In like a month. No! I feel like Longtail... He's such an interesting character because he's quite young. He's only like a year older than Fireheart, and his mentor was Darkstripe. So he's really like the reverse, like he's got more of a redemption arc than like Brambleclaw does, in my opinion. Like he's probably trained in the Dark Forest. I don't know. I find him very interesting. Oh yeah, he does have his father like moment. Yeah. I don't know. I really like how raw that scene is. Not raw. It's so raw, you guys. I just really like the emotions in that scene. We've never seen when two cats die together and they're best friends, and Thunder can't stay with him and he doesn't want to leave him, and I mean, there's a scene like that in Shadowstar's life, but it's like whatever compared to that one. Okay, we just did Fern Song, so now let's see what the next row... I think the only one that I probably don't want to do right away is Gray Stripe. I'm still not sold on Gray Stripe, so let's see who we're not gonna add. Freckle Wish. So let's put everyone else in the... So Finleap, Firestar, he'll be Star Clanified, Flypaw, and Hairstar. Well, the thing about Firestar is when he did that, he didn't right away go behind his leader. I think you're probably thinking about the scene where he like goes to WindClan and tells them that Blue Star is planning to attack them. And he doesn't do that without, like, 2 or 3 times he tries to convince Blue Star not to do it. But my problem with Squirrelflight is that she'll, like, mention it once and then she'll just do it. Like, she won't even listen to Bramble. This is a problem. This was a problem mostly in the Starless Clan. Oh no, they aren't. Firestar gets like really looked down upon in Dangerous Paths for going against Blue Stars. Like Blue Stars literally like calls him a traitor. Like all up until she dies, like the entirety of Dangerous Path after that happens, she just calls him another traitor. And White Storm doesn't appreciate it. Sandstorm doesn't think it's a good idea. Like no one approved of him doing that. And it's also like Firestar is an outsider. So I don't know. Also, Blue Star was being insane, so. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go refill my water while you guys vote. I'll be right back. I return. How long does it take to refill a bottle of water? I also got allergy medicine. Because I have a headache and I think it's allergies. What characters have you missed? Hold on one second, So we started the stream with Shadow Kit was our first one. Twig Branch was our next one. And we did Alder. Still not sure about his eye mask. And then we did Fernsong. We've only done 4 cats today, guys. I just realized this. Okay. Wow, you guys want Firestar? That's interesting. I kind of imagine Finley would get more. Let me open up the prophecies begin. I like Finley. I did, Sigma. I'm working on it. He's still a work in progress. I made him look more like a chipmunk. Yeah, but Raging Storm sucks, so like... I honestly think the only... It's kind of a shame that people literally don't like Finley because of, like, one scene. Whereas I think that he's actually a pretty good influence on Twig for most of Raging Storm. Like, I like how he treats... I like how he acts with her apprentice and stuff like that. I really like him. Yeah. But I mean, he doesn't really do that. Like, he doesn't keep pushing the issue after Twig Branch explicitly, like, shuts it down. Like, it's not like he keeps pushing it. Like, he says it twice in the book because the first time that he says it, she doesn't give him an answer. If she would have shut him down at the beginning of the book, then he would have shut it, like, he wouldn't... I think it's a valid thing to ask. Sorry, I opened up this one so that I could see what my Firestar looks like. Because he's gonna be a young cat as a Star Clan cat. And honestly, literally becoming mates in Warrior Cats is usually synonymous with, okay, we're gonna have kids. So it's not like... literally all of the books are like that. Like, if they're mates, you have kids. Like... all the books have been like that. Every single relationship is like that. So it's kind of like, of course that's what he thinks. That's how every other relationship is. Twig Branch is a pretty bad at communicating her feelings. Let's be real here, but we love her for that. But when she actually like puts her foot down and she explains her line of thinking and she actually like communicates, he respects her decision. And he never tries to like pressure her again. Generally became free TV. It's certainly I don't know. Honestly, I feel like there's a lot of good character, like there's a lot of lost opportunities for really good character moments at the end of A Vision of Shadows, which is why I think it would fix it completely if Violet Shine was taken out as a protagonist and replaced with Strikestone Smile. Because there's so much interesting, like, subplots happening with the Shadow Clan cats and Rowan-Claw in particular. And I think having a sympathetic Shadow Clan cat that's, like, genuinely interested in the Shadow Clan going on would have helped the end of A Vision of Shadows a lot. Because we would have gotten more insight into what the Shadow Clan cats are going through. It's crazy, Puppy, because you're right, and that's literally only the first two books. Not the first two, that's the second and third books. The kin stuff is the second and third books. They meet the kin in the first book, but it's not really like a thing yet, because they just meet them at the gorge. The entire kin drama happens in 2 books. We've never technically gotten a Wind Clan point of view in Warrior Cats, but in Dawn of the Clans we got the closest thing to a Wind Clan point of view with Grey Wing. Yeah, country. Well, it's crazy because the kin's technically they're at the lake for... They're a threat for about 8 months, I'd say. I would say that... But we get so much time skip in those books. Like, they skip an entire winter in the books. Yeah. Really? I think Lion Blaze's point of view is usually pretty good. I mean, he might be the weakest in Omen of the Stars, but he's not the weakest in Power of 3 by far. In Power of 3, I would say the weakest point of view is Hollyleaf's for sure. Lion Paw typically has chemistry with anyone he's interacting with in his point of view, which is not as much as I can say about freaking Hollyleaf. Okay, I need to open a Star Clan cat headshot. Well, Broken Code and Starless Clan don't have, like, any huge time jumps in them. A Vision of Shadows has a lot of huge time jumps. That's why Twig Branch, like, Twig Branch and Violet Shine at the end of A Vision of Shadows are, like, they're, like, the same age as Firestar. Like, they're probably, like, 2.5. There's nothing to Holly, because they didn't know what they were doing with her. They explicitly stated that they had no idea. All of Holly before the fire scene was just them trying to figure out what her power was going to be. And then they were like, oh, well, won't make her have a power. We'll just make a whole nother arc. And then they're like, apparently when they were scripting a Vision of scripting Power of 3, the only thing that was set in stone was the fire scene. Like, that entire arc was made just to house the fire scene, which is, it's quite obvious. Quite obvious. Like, if your AU is Lion Blaze kills Ashford, then Hollyleaf literally has no point of even existing. Honestly, you might as well just make her not exist. I think that would be a good thing, actually. It would make Power 3 a lot more bearable. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be right back one more time. I actually have to use the bathroom, and I forgot to do it before when I got up, and I was gonna go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back.